Good morning, students. Unit 4 Geometry. First, let's see what is meant by geometry. Geometry originated from two Greek words, geo meaning earth and metron meaning measure. Geometry means earth measure. Basically, geometry is the study of shapes and is one of the oldest branches of mathematics. Geo means earth, metry means measure, geometry means earth measure. It is the measurement of the earth. It includes the study of the properties of shapes and its measures. In ancient days, geometry was developed for the practical purpose of construction. Nature evolves out the simple geometrical shapes and patterns from tiny atoms to huge galaxies. The objects that you see in your environment have an impact of geometrical ideas. The appearance of houses and buildings are made possible by geometrical thinking. Vehicles like cycle, car, bus are designed using geometrical concepts. The toys that you play with the tool like pencil, scale and book that you use with give rise to the geometrical ideas and shapes. In this chapter, we will learn about the geometrical concepts such as line segment, rays, and angles. Students, as we already know that all geometric figures are built by basic figures like point, ray, line segment, plane, intersecting lines, parallel lines, perpendicular lines, and line. First, let's see about what is meant by point. A point indicates a position in space. It has no length, breadth or thickness. See, P is a point, Q is a point, R is a point. P, Q, R are all points in the space. Points should always represent only by capital letter. Let's see the real life example of point. We can associate point to our real life. Example, stars at night, point of a pin. Now let's see about line. A line contains an infinite number of points. See, here the arrows at the end of the given line indicates that it has no beginning or no end. That is, a line extends in both directions. Look at this line. We represent it with letters and symbols of the line. PQ or QP. We read it as line PQ or line QP. Now look at this line. Any 2 points on a line can be used to name it, such as line AB, line CA, line CB, line BC, line AC and line BA. We can also name and read the line by L. We can read it as line L. The real life example of line. This white straight line is a real life example of a line. Now let us see about line segment. A line segment contains a finite number of points. It is a fixed distance between 2 points on a line. It has two endpoints. Here DE is a line segment. It is written as DE or ED. It has two endpoints. A real life example is a pencil is a line segment in geometry terms. And this yard line is another example of a line segment. And the next one is ray. A ray contains an infinite number of points. A ray has one endpoint. The other end of the ray is extended indefinitely. It can be read only by ray xy. Do not read it as ray yx. These are the real life example of ray. Sun rays, torch rays. Intersecting lines. When two lines meet at one point, they are called intersecting lines. Here, AD and the line CB intersect each other at the point P. Hence, the line AB and CD are intersecting lines. See, here AD and CB lines are intersect at a point P. So, the line AB and CD are called intersecting lines. The real life example of intersecting of lines is the two pencils are intersect each other. Here the scissor shows the intersection point. And the next one is parallel lines. Two lines that are at the same distance and do not meet are called parallel lines. Here AB is parallel to line CD. It can be written as AB is parallel to CD. The two lines that are at the same distance and do not meet are called parallel lines. Here AB and CD are not meet each other. These are the real life example of parallel lines. And the railway track shows the parallel lines. Perpendicular lines. When two intersecting lines make right angle at the point of intersection, then they are called perpendicular lines. See, here the line CD and the line AB is intersecting each other. The angle of APC is equal to right angle. So, it can be read as AB is perpendicular to CD. It can be written as the line AB is perpendicular to CD. This is a symbol that represents perpendicular. The real life example for perpendicular lines. See, here the two segment rays or lines that intersect to form, that is in 90-degree angles. Now let's see how to measure the line segment. Measuring a line segment. The distance between 2 points is called the length of the segment. To measure a line segment, we use ruler. A ruler is marked with centimeter. Each centimeter is divided into 10 parts. Each part is 1 millimeter. Now let's solve an example. Measure the line segment XY. It is 5.3 centimeter. Thus we say the length of the line segment XY equal to 5.3 centimeter. To draw a line segment, the first step is draw a line L and mark a point P on it. Then the second step is measure 5.5 centimeter using compass, placing the pointer at 0 and the pencil pointer at 5.5 centimeter. See, place the compass pointer at 0 and the pencil pointer at 5.5 centimeter. Then the third step is place the pointer of the compass at P. Then draw a small arc on the line L with a pencil pointer. It cuts the line L at a point and name that point as Q. Now PQ is the required line segment of length 5.5 centimeter. Now let's see the construction of line segment. Draw a line L and mark a point P. Measure 5.5 centimeter using compass, placing the pointer at 0 and the pencil pointer at 5.5 centimeter. Place the pointer of the compass at P, then draw a small arc on the line L with the pencil pointer. It cuts the line L at a point and name that point as Q. Now PQ is the required line segment of length 5.5 centimeter. Fifth question. From the given figure, name the parallel lines, intersecting lines, points of intersection. From this, we are going to find the parallel lines, intersecting lines and the points of intersection. Students, first we recall what is meant by parallel lines. Parallel lines means two lines that are at the same distance that do not meet each other are called parallel line. I repeat it once again. Two lines that are at the same distance and do not meet each other are called parallel lines. From this figure, you have to find the parallel lines. Parallel lines means what? Two lines that are at the same distance and do not meet each other. Parallel lines are CD and EF. See, CD and EF are at same distance and the lines are not meet each other. So, CD and EF are parallel lines. Then, CD and IJ are parallel lines. See, CD and IJ are at the same distance and the lines are not meet each other. See, CD and IJ are at same distance. So, CD and IJ are parallel lines. Then, EF and IJ. EF and IJ are at same distance and the lines are not meet each other. So, EF and IJ are parallel lines. Then you have to find the intersecting lines. Intersecting lines is nothing but when two lines meet at one point, they are called intersecting lines. AB and CD intersect each other. Intersect means what? When two lines are at or meet at one point, that is called intersecting lines. See here, AB and CD are intersect each other. So AB and CD are intersecting lines. Then AB and EF are intersecting each other. So AB and EF are intersecting lines. Then AB and IJ intersect each other. So AB and IJ are intersecting lines. Then GH and IJ intersect each other. So GH and IJ are intersecting lines. At last, AB and GH intersect each other. So AB and GH are intersecting lines. When two lines are meet at one point, that line is called as intersecting lines. Then the last one is points of intersection. Points of intersection is nothing but when two lines intersect each other, that meeting point is called what? Point of intersection. So the meeting point of AB and CD is P. P is a point of intersection. Then the meeting point of AB and EF is Q. And the meeting point of AB and IJ is R. So P, Q and R are point of intersection. See, here the points are represented only in capital letter. Example 4.1. With the help of a ruler and compass, draw a line segment PQ equal to 5.5 cm. See, with the use of ruler and compass, we are going to construct line segment of 5.5 cm long. Before that, students, you are instructed to write geometry chapter in separate 80 pages unruled long size notebook. It is given particularly for this purpose. For further clarification, here I am showing this notebook to you. See, first you have to leave the first page of the geometry note. Then you have to write only on one side of this notebook. Students, you have to use pencil only in the geometry note. See, the given question is, with the help of a ruler and compass, draw a line segment PQ equal to 5.5 centimeter. First, you have to draw a line using the ruler. Then, you have to point P. First, you have to draw a line and mark a point P on it, because in question it given that PQ equal to 5.5 centimeter. So you have to start with P. In some other question they may ask like this, AB equal to 5.5 centimeter. For that you have to mention A here. In this question PQ only given. So you have to start with P. And one more thing, all the points should represent only in capital letter. You have to mention only capital letter here. Point should be represent only in capital letter. After that, measure 5.5 centimeter using compass. How you want to measure 5.5 centimeter? Place the compass pointer at 0 and the pencil pointer at 5.5 centimeter. Students, it's clear, no? You have to point compass pointer at 0 and the pencil pointer at 5.5 centimeter. Then place the compass pointer at P. Then draw a small arc on the line. Without shaking the compass, draw a line. It cuts the line L at a point. Name that point as Q. Students, now PQ is a required line segment of length 5.5 centimeter. I repeat it once again. First you have to draw a line and mark it L. Then you have to mark a point P on it, because in question already it's given PQ equal to 5.5 centimeter. Then you have to measure 5.5 centimeter using compass. Then place the pointer of the compass at P. Then draw a small arc on a line. Students, is clear, no? Draw a small arc. Without shaking the compass, you have to draw. Then mark that point as Q. Now PQ is a required line segment of length 5.5 centimeter. You have to mark the points only in capital letter. Point should be represent only in capital letter. Then you have to write construction for the line segment in the left hand side of the geometry note by using pencil. See, the first step is draw a line L and mark a point P on it. Then the step 2 is measure 5.5 centimeter using compass by placing the pointer at 0 and pencil pointer at 5.5 centimeter. Then the third step is placing the compass pointer at A, draw a small arc on the line L. It cuts the line L and name that point as Q. And the last step is, now PQ is a required line segment of length 5.5 centimeter. Now let's see exercise 4.1. Fourth sum. Construct a line segment using ruler and compass AB equal to 7.5 centimeter. Students, first you have to draw a line. Draw a line, then mark a point A on it, because here in question it's given that AB equal to 7.5 centimeter. Then you have to measure 7.5 centimeter using compass. Place the compass pointer at 0, then pencil pointer at 7.5 centimeter. After that you have to place the pointer at A, then draw a small arc. Then it cuts the line L at a point B. Name that point as B. Then you have to check whether it is correct measurement or not. See, it is correctly 7.5 centimeter. First you have to draw a line and mark a point A. Then you have to measure 7.5 centimeter using compass. Place the compass pointer at 0 and pencil pointer at 7.5 centimeter. Then you have to draw a small arc on the line and name it as B. After finishing the line segment, you have to write the construction on the left hand side of the geometry note using pencil. First step is draw a line L and mark a point A on it. Measure 7.5 cm using compass, placing the pointer at 0 and pencil pointer at 7.5 cm. Then the third step is placing compass pointer at A. Draw a small arc on the line L. It cuts the line L and name that point as B. Now AB is the required line segment 7.5 cm. Collinear points. Collinear points are the points that all lie on the same line, whether they are close together, far apart, or form a ray, line segment, or line. The real life example of the collinear points are egg tray, glasses, and the chocolate. For example, see here the point P, Q, R are all collinear points because it points on a line. A, C, B are all non-collinear points because these points are not lie on a line. Exercise 4.3 second sum. Draw any line and mark any 3 points that are collinear. First, let's recall the definition of collinear. When all the 3 points are on a line, such points as collinear points. See, when all the 3 points are on a line, such points as collinear points. See, you have to draw any line and mark any 3 points on the line to prove that the points are collinear points. Let's see. By using the definition of collinear points, you have to draw a line. Then, point any 3 points like P, Q, R. See, here the 3 points are on a line. So, these are called collinear points, or else you can draw like this also and point any 3 points on a line like A, B, C. Therefore, A, B, C are called collinear points because the point A, B, C are lie on a line. Therefore, P, Q, R are collinear points. Similarly, A, B, C are collinear points. To prove the collinear points, what you have to do? Draw a line and mark the point P, Q, R on a line. Third question. Draw any line and mark any 4 points that are not collinear. In previous question, we proved that draw any line and 3 points that are collinear. But in this problem, we are going to prove that the points are not collinear. The 4 points are not collinear. First, recall the definition of collinear points. When all the 3 points are on a line, such points are called collinear points. In this problem, you are going to find non-collinear points. So, you have to draw one line. You have to draw any line. Then mark any point below or above the line. See, here A, B, C, D are not collinear. Why? Because that 4 points are not lie on a line. C and D points are lie below the line, so that A, B, C, D are not collinear. Or else you can draw like this also. A, B, C, D. Similarly, A, B, C, D are not collinear because AB is point in one line and CD is pointing in another line. It lies on two lines. So, ABCD is also not a collinear. Students, it's clear now. To prove not collinear, you have to point four points in any place. If you pointing 4 points on a line means it becomes a collinear points. You have to prove not collinear points. So mark the points above or below the line. So A, B, C, D are not collinear points. Similarly, A, B, C, D are not collinear points. Point of concurrency. Three or more lines, rays or segments that intersect are called concurrent. The point where they meet is called the point of concurrency. See the first picture shown here, that the three lines are passes through the same point. So it is called concurrent lines. See in the second picture, the lines are not passes through the same point. So the lines that are not concurrent. The real life example of point of concurrency is wheel. Fourth question. Draw any three lines to have a point of concurrency. Let's recall the definition of concurrency. When three or more lines pass through the same point, that point is called the point of concurrency. Students, I repeat it once again. When three or more lines pass through the same point, that point is called the point of concurrency. In this problem, we have to draw any three lines to have a point of concurrency. Using the definition of point of concurrency, you have to make the lines pass through the same point. Let's see. Draw any three lines. Line 1, line 2, then line 3. See, all the three lines are passes through the same point. Name that point as O. It's clear now, students? Here L1, L2, L3. Three lines are passed through the same point O. So L1, L2, L3 are concurrent lines and O is the point of concurrency. See, L1, L2, L3 pass through the same point. So O is called point of concurrency. L1, L2, L3 are the concurrent lines. O is the point of concurrency. Fifth question. Draw any three lines that are not concurrent. Find the number of points of intersection. In previous problem, we proved that the three lines to have a point of concurrency by using the definition of point of concurrency. When three or more lines pass through the same point, that point is called point of concurrency. In this problem, we have to prove that points are not concurrent. So what we have to do? We have to show that the three lines not pass through the same point. First, draw any three lines. See, line 1, line 2, line 3. See, here the line 1, line 2, line 3 are not passed through the same point. So, L1, L2, L3 are not concurrent lines. L1, L2, L3 are not concurrent lines. It's clear now, students? L1, L2, L3 are not pass through the same point. So, L1, L2, L3 are not concurrent lines. Like this, you can draw in any way that the three lines not pass through the same point to prove not concurrent lines. See here, L1 and L2 intersect at a point. Name that point as X. Then L2 and L3 intersect at a point Y. Then L1 and L3 intersect at a point Z. So the point of intersection is X, Y, Z are the 3 points of intersection. Students, it's clear now the intersection point is X, Y, Z. Let's see today's activity. First, name the rays in the given figure. What is the common point of all these rays? Second question, take a piece of paper and fold in as many ways as you can, which generates parallel lines or intersecting lines. Here I attached the related link. Make a use of it.